Oh, guys, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. There's no way I was the only one that was so hyped about this signing. Mark Guehi, we got the here we go. This is giving me Nabil Fekir flashbacks. Bro, the farewell video was ready. Everything was ready, you guys. And the deal collapsed in the final moments of this deadline day window, probably because they couldn't get a replacement. I'm not exactly sure what all the reasons were, but bro, he's gonna stay at Crystal Palace this season. He's gonna stay at Crystal Palace this season, and I feel devastated. I feel devastated because he felt like such an important signing. It ain't Palace's fault, bro. We had everything wrapped up on time. He was in the literal look. I'll literally read you. He was in the Liverpool offices. Everything was ready, you guys. Everything. Mark Guehi had literally done a farewell video. He completed a medical, spent the afternoon with senior Liverpool officials. He was buzzing for the move. So you have to be gutted. You have to be gutted for him. You have to be so gutted for him because he would have wanted that Liverpool move so badly. And Crystal Palace didn't approve the move after the Igor deal fell through. And now he's going to stay at Crystal Palace. Oh, bro. It's not anyone's fault the Palace replacement failed his medical. I don't blame anyone. I mean, I partly blame us for acting too late on this. You know what I mean, Charlotte? Like, why did this have to get down to the final hours of the deadline day when he's a player we've wanted for a long time? You know what I mean? There is always next summer, and I do think we will get him for free for sure. But I am quite devastated. Patrick says, if I'm being honest, I had a feeling this would happen since we weren't willing to allow Palace to take Joe Gomez. It's quite a big loss, but not the end of the world. Still an unbelievable window for sure. Can we get him in January? No, I don't. I think we'd wait to get him for free next summer. I think we can wait to get him for free. Later on. That makes a lot more sense. To me, that makes a lot more sense. At least we got Joey G, yep. Rory says, don't worry, we'll get him for free next year. Stress FC back in the building, I suppose. You see, just when we thought we could relax after the Here We Go on Mark Guehi, everybody was starting to relax. And in the end, look, the stress is back. The stress is freaking back. We can never just be relaxed as Liverpool fans. We thought this deal was done. I really thought this deal was done. I really thought this deal was done. Real Madrid will get Guehi on a free. Bro, we still have to figure out the situation, by the way, of Ibu Konate. Ibu Konate has 1 year left right now. Ibu Konate has 1 year left. No, I know he's not coming. Flo says, let's keep our heads up. We still have got Isak on one of the best windows ever. Absolutely. And we still have 4 center backs, to be fair. You know, you got to feel for Guehi, though. Sucks for him. I agree. And guys, like, don't you worry. I'm going to be Mr. Positive. You know how I'm Mr. Positive. It's just in this moment, it's normal to feel a bit gutted. You know what I mean? Because we felt like it was just on the brink. We were just on the brink of getting him, you know? So it's normal to be gutted. But it's still a really great window. Raheem says January 10 to 15 million. Hopefully, we'll see. Would you prefer Isak collapse or Guehi collapse? I think Guehi collapse because Deliora, I would worry that when Isak's price goes down next summer, that there would be a lot more clubs interested. And if there's a lot more clubs interested, I think it's harder to get Alexander Isak over the line. Whereas now he's a Liverpool player compared to Mark Guehi, who I think clearly he wants Liverpool. You know what I mean? And even though there obviously will be more competition because he's going to be available on a free. Like, what club in the world wouldn't want a Mark Guehi on a free? You know what I mean? Like, obviously. But, like I said, I still am confident we're going to get that done. I really am confident we're going to get that done, you know? But it's still, like, it's normal that it feels like a bit of a blow, you know? It's normal to feel devastated. But what's for sure is we need Ibu Konate to sign that extension ASAP right now. Guehi might not come to us next summer, to be fair, bro. Oh, he needs to come next summer, bro. Don't be sad, City will win the league. Nah, we cannot allow City to win the league. What are you talking about? Leo, please give me a shout out. I love your videos. Thank you, Mr. Football Fan. Shout out to you. Sign him in January. I don't think they'd allow him to go for January. They'd rather have him for 6 more months. This is like the fourth here we go Fabrizio got wrong in the last week or two. Can he stop calling here we go so early? Yeah, it's frustrating. I really thought it was done. It's so sad to see how many players act unprofessional and get their move. Meanwhile, Guehi plays every single game for Palace and doesn't get his move. I mean, to be fair, he does know. What I will say, like, yes, he'll be gutted, but here's what I will say about Marc Guehi. If he continues to play like he has for Crystal Palace, which I think he will, he's going to be a starter at the World Cup for England next summer. And then he will get a big move next summer. So, to be fair, I don't think it's too hard. It's going to be too hard right now for Marc Guehi to be patient. Even though he would have wanted to move this summer, he's still going to get a huge move next summer. And like I said, I still expect him to be a starter for England at the World Cup, given that that was already the case when he was at Crystal Palace. Because he's the Crystal Palace captain. You know what I mean? Ferror, we can get him on a pre-contract from January. But then he would only join in the summer. Storm YouTube says, feels so gutted for Guehi. He was seen leaving the meeting absolutely furious, and Guehi already had his Liverpool tracksuit ready for the Liverpool photos. Oh, God. I really, like I said, the one thing, though, is I do think he will end up a Liverpool player eventually. Surely. He'll end up a Liverpool player eventually. Surely. Yes, I do speak French. Of course I speak French. I live in France. And to be fair, we still, it's really good that we still got Giovanni Leoni. Really, really good. Do you think the team needed Isak? Because I feel Gakpo has done well. We did need to sign an attacker. I don't know if we need to go so big. I'm obviously buzzing that we went that big, but we definitely needed attackers since there was the Diogo Jota tragedy. Darwin left, Lucho left, Ben Doak left. So we needed to sign an attacker, that's for sure. Patrick says Guehi played so respectfully and didn't get his move. At least he didn't do Palace dirty, or this situation would have been much more awkward. West Ham's fault. I'm pissed off, but just got to get over it, because if we look at the good part, we still got... We just got the 4 months speaking. We finally got Isak over the line. Yeah. Cheer up, your team is great and scary. Yeah, no, I'm going to cheer up. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry, I'm going to cheer up. But it's normal in this moment in time to be a bit gutted, because I was imagining Ibu Konate and Guehi fighting for that starting position week in, week out. And obviously, that's an insane prospect. And for me, that was like a reality because of the here we go, So it's normal to feel devastated. But you best believe from tomorrow on, or from tonight on, in a few hours, I'm going to move on from this because it's done now. When things are done, I'm not the type to sulk. But in this moment in time, I do feel gutted, and it's normal to feel gutted. That's just, like I said, because I was so excited. And I did feel this would really be a monumental signing, because as much as I love Ibu Konate and Joe Gomez, I think they're injury prone. And as much as I believe in Giovanni Leoni, he's only 18 years old, and you can't put that much expectation on him. You know what I mean? You think Alexander Isak will be announced tonight? Let's see. Bro, Arsenal just announced Piero Hincapié as well. That's a top signing for them. They just announced Hincapié. Damn. He had done all the media stuff. He had indeed. Manus Palmer says, hi Leo, how's it going, my friend? How are you feeling right now after this news? I'm actually devastated because I really wanted to move. We're desperate for a center back, and Guehi wanted to move. Exactly. Surya, I do remember you. He's done all the media stuff. It's crazy. He was in the Liverpool offices and everything. Everything had been agreed. Everything. Literally everything had been agreed. We could have swapped. Arsenal signing Capi on loan too. I thought they paid cash for him. Bro, I think it's loan and then they'll have option to buy. I think it's loan. Everything will be all right. Joe is here, and Joe looked great against Arsenal, to be fair. But it's just, can we keep him fit? Can we keep him fit is the big thing. You know what I mean? But Tyler Tyndall says, I'm lost for words. I love Joey, but let's be honest, Guehi is much better player right now, and maybe not in his prime in the final hours of the day. Also, I love the Isak signing, but Hugo must play. Bro, we're going to find... Don't worry about the Isak, Ekitike, Gakpo. They will play. They will play. But, like I said, Guehi would have been such a great signing. It really would have been like... it really would have cemented this as being like up there with the greatest windows ever, you know? But it is what it is. We'll eventually move on. LFC God says, Leo, I was in the cop yesterday. My dad got the goal on video. Amazing scenes about Guehi. Heads up, our window has still been so good. Let's go and win the league and some other trophies. Up the Reds. That's the positivity I'm talking about. Leo, if I stay as a member until 12 months, the Vicar, how many months has it been? How many months has it been? At least Leone will get chances. He would have gone chances. I think it's a top signing for Man City. The fact they got Donnarumma, he was incredible last season. He really was incredible last season. But yeah, I just can't believe we were that close to signing him. Imagine how he must feel right now. Imagine he could have been part of this team with Alexander Isak playing alongside Virgil van Dijk, like just like the characters within this Liverpool team. It is just unbelievable. Felani says, Leo, as sad as I am, I'm buzzing that Gomez will still be our player. He's such a professional, and I still want him playing for us. Yesterday, he was so key in those last moments. I agree, Joe Gomez was fantastic yesterday. The only thing is, it looked like in the final moments, if we had gone Guehi over the line, Joe Gomez would have stayed too, actually. Because earlier today, the AC Milan deal for Joe Gomez collapsed as well. So there were so many moving pieces. But honestly, I don't know about you guys. Obviously, we've had a great window, but I am kind of happy that it's now done because it was so intense. It was so up and down, and there's just such constant news all the time that I'm happy that now we just get to focus on the football. Like, again, great window, but I just want to focus on the football now and not always be on the notifications, which is what I've been like for months, you know, because I needed to keep up with everything that was happening, you know. Will we still definitely... Bro, we got Isak. What are you talking about? Isak, we got over the line. That's going to be announced either tonight or tomorrow. Guehi, though, I think we'll get next summer. He's the one where the move collapsed. He's the one. That's the part that collapsed. InShutter says, I don't understand why clubs can stop a transfer from happening. It doesn't make sense to me. I think there was still some final paperwork that was left to be signed. And so they were able in the final moments to basically cancel it. Daily Or says, nobody can get a perfect 10, so I give a 9.5 this window. No, I'm still giving this window a 10. Daily War, you gotta give it a 10. Look at the players we signed. You gotta give it a 10. Or we just signed our new number 9 as well. I'm still definitely giving it a 10. And it's going to be only positivity from me from tomorrow on. It's just crazy to see that he had done his farewell video, completed a medical, all these things, but I do think we'll come back in for him in January. I do think so. And then in the summer for sure to try to get him on a free, if not January. For sure. Seriously. I think there's a bigger chance we get him. Joel Matip is a free agent. Yeah, but he's retired, bro. He's retired. I don't even think he's trained for over a year. I hope Guehi has a great season to keep building momentum because I doubt this will be the last time we'll go in for him. Definitely not. And like I said, it's a World Cup year. I still think he's going to be a starter in the England team. So that's the part where I don't think he's that devastated because he still knows the big move is going to be coming, and he only just turned 25, so he's still very young for a center back. He's still very young. So we shall see. Is Isak official yet? No, I think it'll be tonight, potentially 9 p.m. or something. I think it'll be probably around 9 p.m. We'll have to see. Big up the Vicar legend. That one Scouser says we still have 5 center back options if you include Endo. Just get him in January for half price. All is not lost. Let's stay positive. You'll never walk alone. Love that, bro. But I'm not so sure Crystal Palace will allow him to leave in January. I think there's a better chance we get him for free next summer, which would still be unbelievable. You know what I mean? Yeah, guys, yeah. I think I'm just so tired, Patrick, because, you know, like creating content, especially for Liverpool Goals, because I'm the only admin on Liverpool Goals now. It is really tiring, I gotta tell you. When you do social media within, you know, football and it's a transfer windows, I've just had to keep track of everything. So I gotta be honest, there's a part of me that is happy that the window is closed now, so I can turn off notifications now and take a breather and be more present, because I'm not gonna lie, behind the scenes, this is quite stressful. Less For the YouTube, more for the Instagram, the Liverpool Goals Instagram I run, because I have to stay on top of everything. And those are the standards I set for myself, you know? So it is a lot, and it is very tiring, especially like mentally, you know? So I'm definitely going to go rest. You best believe I'm going to go rest and take some time away. But I am so excited now for the announcement of Alexander Isak. I'm absolutely buzzing. He's going to be our new number 9. And just the content, the interview, everything else, it's going to be so exciting to see all of it. All of it is going to be so exciting to see. Manu says, Leo, the more I think about it, we actually didn't need Isak because we already have Ekitike, Gakpo, Rio, who is shining so far this season. We sit with 3 center back. No, we have 4, to be fair, Manus. We seriously signed Giovanni Leoni. They rate him so highly that they think he's going to be part of the first team right away this season. So we do have 4 center backs. We have Virgil van Dijk, Ibu Konate, we have Joe Gomez, and now Giovanni Leoni. So we do have 4. You know what I mean? Train FC says, hey Leo, really disappointed that the deal is off. Guehi was an upgrade on Kwanzaa, but we have got good players like Gomez and Leoni who can do the job, and we may get him in January or next summer. I'm very confident we'll get him next summer. Dunker says, I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I'm definitely worried for their defense. I know they've won their first 3 games, but they'll eventually lose a couple games if their defense doesn't improve. But remember, there's been a lot of changes, so it's normal that it's taking a bit of time for that defense to gel together. You got to remember that. Patrick says, let's not be stressed next Liverpool game because even if we're 2-0 down, Rio will somehow bag a hat-trick in the 5 minutes, bro. I cannot deal with the stress levels of Liverpool in this season so far, bro. I cannot deal with the stress levels of Liverpool in this window so far. Do you realize the ups and downs? We've stress FC on and off the pitch, truly on and off the pitch. But we do have insane attacking options now. Imagine Salah, Chiesa, Isak, Ekitike, Cody Gakpo, Rio and Gamoa. Those six options are insane. Football Footage says, you'll never walk alone. Please shout out, I love Liverpool in your videos so much. Shout out to you, Football Footage. Thank you for the support. So sad to hear we're not getting someone like Guehi. We gotta believe we'll eventually get him. We definitely need to eventually get him. But Leo, now that we've signed Isak, do you think Ekiti... I can make a video on this potentially this week, Manus, but I'm not worried about playing time because there's so many games and we're going to rotate. That is not going to be an issue. Trust me. Trust me. Hey, Leo, still sad about Guehi news as we could have swapped Guehi and Konate during the Champions League games, Premier League games. Do you think we can do a 4-4-2? That is something we can do, but I think Slot will try many different tactics this season, given the kind of players that we have. Don't we have a buyback clause for Kwanzaa? He's already scored for Leverkusen. Ten Hag sacked already, by the way. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I think our buyback clause for Kwanzaa, though, only becomes active from next summer. And it is around 50 to 60 million. So we couldn't have triggered it this summer. But let's see next summer. But anyways, like I said, I'm confident we'll go back in for Mark Guehi. Very, very confident. And he obviously wants to join Liverpool. He's dreaming about that move. So I think it'll happen. I think it'll eventually happen. Lewis, nice to see you in the building. What's good? The Vicar, we can do bingo for the next game. During the next game watch along. And during the international break, we'll do a watch along. I want to do a watch along for Ugo Ekitike's debut. Can we still try to get him this summer? No, the window is shut now. The window is done. Everything is done. We did get Alexander Isak over the line, but yeah. Thank you for the support, Surya. You'll never walk alone. Rifa says, I still think we have to bolster our midfield with a more physical CDM. We saw what happened to Grav second half of the last season. I don't know, Rifa. I agree, but I also don't agree with you because clearly we wanted to keep hold of Wataru Endo this summer. There was lots of interest. And for me, you either have to say, I want to sell Endo because he's the backup there and get someone else. Or you can't say, though, keep Endo and get another 6 in because then we have way too many midfield options. Because think about it. In the 6th role, Stefan Bajcetic has stayed. We obviously have Gravenberch. We have Endo. And then in the midfield options, we have Maka. We have Soboslai. We have Florian Wirtz. We have Curtis Jones. And we have Trey and Yoni. Like, that's a lot of options that we have. And then in the attack, like I said, we have lots of options too. So... Train FC, I think Anisla will rotate more this season, especially considering this is more of his team now. Donnarumma to City confirmed. That's a big signing for them. Big signing for them. Any update on the buyback clause for Harvey? I haven't seen anything that says we have a buyback clause, unfortunately. Today, I haven't seen anything. Unfortunately. I've been looking out for that. I think there's a chance we announce it tonight, potentially. I do think so. Do you guys think it could get announced at 9? What do you think? Hi Leo, I'm so lost right now because I'm on a holiday in Greece, so can you run me down what's happened? Bro, I'm gonna have to send you a full article because there's been a lot of drama today. I can't just sum it up like that. This is the only joy rival fans have. Let's see. Rival fans will be. I mean, I understand. If I was an Arsenal fan, and to be fair though, they just signed a top player today. Did you guys see? They officially announced Hincapi. He's a player I really wanted from Leverkusen, the defender. He can play center back and left back. I really would have wanted him. But yeah, I understand. If I was a rival fan, I would not want Liverpool to sign Guehi because already our attack looked unstoppable. So if we had signed someone like him for the defense, jeez. Absolute Mula, let's go. Just join. Leo, will it happen in the winter? We'll have to see. I think there's a bigger chance we get him on a free in the summer because I don't think Crystal Palace will be interested in £10 million because keeping him for the rest of the season is, I think, more valuable for them. So I think. I love the free flow channel. Thank you, Hunter. I appreciate you. I don't think I'm going to post anything on there today, though, because I've been so active on this one, and I'm going to need to take a break after this because I'm really, really tired. Full Football says, look, the thing is, Ikitiki can play on the wing, which is what rival fans don't understand exactly. Hincapi is better as a center back. He's a great defender to have. We'll get him in January. Dramatic deadline day at Crystal Palace sees Oliver Glasner win the battle to leave Marguerite's dream move to Liverpool. Devastating, bro. It is devastating. So at least we have one more season to see a banger from Joey G. I mean, it looked like he was going to stay anyways. But we'll need one more center back for the rest of the final part of the season. We'll see where we're at in January. For now, we have 4 center backs, which is not a bad place to be. And it probably means Giovanni Leoni will get his opportunity, sooner rather than later. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because he is such a talent. And clearly we rate him really highly from everything I've read, Leo, Ekitike will play for France on my birthday. Bro, I want to do a live watch along for France, for the French game. I want to do a live watch along for that. Thank you, Omer. I appreciate you. Shout out to you, Fionn. I will rest tonight. Konate is injured? No, he's not, bro. He's not injured. He's going to be available for our next game is up against Burnley. Leo, if Konate unfortunately gets injured, who will take over, Leone or Joey G? I think definitely Joey G because he has the experience. And look how good he was against Crystal Palace. Yeah, I know it collapsed, bro. Trust me. I know it unfortunately collapsed. We all would have wanted to see him come. Trust. Are you going back to France tomorrow? Yes, I am. I'm going back to France tomorrow. So I'll be back in the OG background. I'm crying. No, Aaron. Don't cry. What about Chiesa? He's gonna be a squad player this season too. He's gonna be a squad player this season. let Gomez out. I'm glad that we're keeping hold of Joe Gomez too. I love him. What'd you say, Manus? I can't find your comment, Manus. Can you just copy and paste it? Because I can't find your last comment. So glad Chiesa is staying because at the start of the window, I thought he was leaving too. Yeah, I thought he was leaving too. I really did think so. I think Alexander Isak still a 10. I'm giving it still a 10 out of 10 window for sure. Because of practice, but what a goal from Sobo. I know. I think, guys, what's your guess? Everybody spam into building right now. What's your guess for when Alexander Isak will be announced? What are we saying? Let me have a look if there's any news. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. If there's any. How does medical. Imagine. Bro, imagine 9 p.m. I don't know though, because guys, it is such a big deal, this Isak signing, that maybe they needed more time on the production side of things. 9 with number 9, imagine. I think Isak will be announced earlier at 9 or early in the morning. Let's see. I definitely don't think it's going to be past 9 though. I'm on YouTube now. I was on TikTok. Yes, Elena, nice to see you on the YouTube. But yeah, I think it's either going to be 9 or not tonight, because I don't think they're going to leave it for such late in the night, so late in the night, because, you know, they would have had an exhausting day already, the Liverpool media team and everything else. If he's announced tomorrow, that's disappointing because he's a record breaker. They shouldn't make us wait. But at the same time, that's also Train FC. They also need to put a lot of thought into this because it is a record-breaking signing. You know what I mean? I prayed for this. Yeah, Arsenal 14, I bet you're happy. Especially you got Hincapi too, who's a top defender. So Arsenal have also had a really good window. But yeah, the title race this season is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. But I'm still confident. I genuinely am confident that I think it's delayed. I still think he's going to end up a Liverpool player, like I said. Joey G to score a screamer against Crystal Palace. Bro, sorry, against Real Madrid in the Champions League. Imagine the scenes. Leo, I just subscribed. Do you think Liverpool will go for the double? Bro, I can't. I just want us to take it one game at a time right now, because already the stress levels I feel for a single game, and you're asking me to project for the future. I cannot do that. That is way too much to handle. Way too much to handle. But yeah. Look, James Pierce just said this, and I totally agree. It says, case of Guehi's dream move being delayed rather than wrecked. Whether it's in January or next summer, I still expect him to become a Liverpool player. That's exactly how I feel too. That's exactly how I feel too. Thank you, Liverbird. Because he only wanted Liverpool, and Liverpool had agreed personal terms. So I really do think eventually it's just a matter of time. We'll go back in for January. That there'll be opportunities for us to go in for him, for sure, you guys. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I can't wait for Leonie's debut. Yes. Are you gonna go back to France? Yes, I am going back to France tomorrow. 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 Guehi's time at Liverpool will come. Absolutely. Absolutely. Leo, get sleep. Here we go. Yeah, I'm excited. Happy journey. Thank you. Does it make what Isak and Visa did justable to get their move? It seems like that's what you need to do this summer to get your move. Force your way out like they did. I don't know. But to be fair, like I said, I think Guehi, for him, it's not the end of the world to stay at Crystal Palace because, like I said, he is guaranteed to be the main player there, the captain. He'll start for England at the World Cup. I don't think it's the end of the world for him. You know what I mean? What do you think of United needed to sign a keeper, so it's good? It's only about like 4 hours, but I have to wake up at 6 a.m., Patrick. 6 a.m. Isak deal. Bro, hopefully it's going to be very, very soon. Can you do a watch along with... I'm not so sure. I am not so sure. We will get him in January, I reckon. Guys, a lot of you do seem confident. A lot of you guys do seem confident that we'll eventually get Isak. Isak. Isak is okay, guys. We can relax about that. I'm saying a lot of you guys seem confident that we'll get him. So I want to ask you guys, do you think when do you think we get Guehi? I want to see. And guys, try to be unbiased. January, summer for free, or he won't come. I'm just curious what you guys will say in this poll. I'm curious. And for those of you on TikTok, if you want to be involved in the poll, come onto the YouTube. Come onto the YouTube. I just started a poll there which asks, when do you think we get Guehi? Either in January, summer for free, or that he just won't come. I'm still going to be here just in case I don't send another message. Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate you. Donnarumma will be a top keeper for Man City. They finally got a shot stopping. Yeah, he's a top signing for them. I don't know how PSG let him go after the incredible season he had for them in the Champions League. The one trophy they wanted to win most. I cannot believe it. I really can't believe it. So let's see. So far, 250 of you guys have voted. 51% think we're going to get Guehi in January. 35% say summer for free, and 14% he just won't come. If I was voting on my end, I personally think he's going to come in the summer for free. Because like I said, if it's 10 to 15 million in January, I don't think that's worth it for Crystal Palace. Because 6 months of him in the second part of the season, I think he's worth more than that to them. Because, well, I mean, we'll see what position they're in Europe or in the league. But I think he's so valuable to them that I don't think they'd let him go for 10 to 15 million in January. It's just not worth it for them, you know? Next year, most definitely. Isak deal. Bro, we know the Isak deal. Damn, guys, look, it's crazy. There's images from the Look, Guehi had done a farewell video and everything. Look at this. There had been a farewell video prepared from Crystal Palace. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Simi left. Yeah, he went to Roma. He left for Roma. They're holding Guehi hostage. I mean, to be fair, they couldn't get a replacement. And to them, even losing him on a free, I think having him for one season is maybe worth £35 million. Genuinely. Because of what they can do in Europe. And just staying in the Premier League is so, so valuable. Leo, in January, me and my bro are going to Anfield. Let's go, Milo. For which game? For which game is it, Milo? Which game is it that you're going to? Still back Ibu and Verge. Let's look forward, not backwards. Come on, you Reds. Absolutely. We let Harvey go for no reason. No, I think it's with the Isak signing. That's what a lot gave us the green light. For me, Deliora, what worries me more about the Harvey signing and I about the Harvey sale, and I said this in the video, is one, none of the reliable journalists indicated there was a buyback clause, which I'm not happy about. I really wanted a buyback clause. And two, the fee of £35 million, to me, that's really bad. It's just bad because usually we're such a good selling club, but I think that's a bargain for Villa because Harvey just has so much talent. He has so much experience already, over 100 appearances for Liverpool, and he's still so young. He's on the brink of, just you can tell he's on the brink of becoming a top player. And when you compare to other prices that were being thrown this summer, for example, Drewsbury Hall, with all due respect, Drewsbury Hall went to Everton for £28 million. So that's only £7 million less than what Villa got Harvey for. You know what I mean? And you can't compare those two. You know what I'm saying? So that's, for me, that's kind of the frustration. Those two parts. One, that the fee for me is not enough. And no, it's not an option to buy. It's obligation to buy. Obligation to buy means that they're guaranteed to buy him next summer. It's not a loan. It's obligation to buy. There's a big difference with option to buy and like I said, obligation to buy. Big difference. I want to see Stefan Bajcetic play for Liverpool again. Bro, I think he could get chances this season. If he can just stay fit, he'll get chances this season. No doubt about it. He just needs to stay fit. He needs to find a way to stay fit. You guys didn't sign Guehi? No, not yet. Not yet. We haven't signed him. But it'll eventually happen. Trust. He's worth at least 55 million. Worst deal of the transfer market, and you want to give it a 10 out of 10, Leo. But I'm talking about overall, Deliora. Overall. I agree, that one is not good at all. But I'm talking about the incomings, I give it 10 out of 10. And then some of our sales have been very good this summer, but I agree, the Harvey Elliott one is not good at all. I'm not happy with it. There's no doubt about that. But was there? Oh, yeah. So look, it says verbal agreement done for 35 million fee package with obligation to buy guaranteed for Aston Villa. And if you want to look why there's this option to buy, there's long explanations online, but it's actually quite complex why they wouldn't just buy him this summer. It's quite complex. Crystal Palace announced the signing of a center back as well. Yeah, I know, but I guess he's not good enough to start. You should get Ekitike on the back of your shirt, bro. Let's go, guys. Alexander Isak is apparently at the airport. He leaves Liverpool for international duty because he obviously got called up to Sweden. Look, Alexander Isak arriving at the airport. So that means he's already filmed. He's not only obviously passed his medical at our with Liverpool, but he's also all the footage is done. And he's now flying to Sweden. Flying to Sweden. Yeah, he's flying to Sweden. I'll be right back. Guys, keep voting in the poll. I'm curious to see what you guys will say in the end. Je crois que ça ferme genre 11 heures. Ouais. When is the Isak? Bro, if it is going to happen tonight, I think it could be at 9 p.m. We have to wait and see. Insert Gomez. Apparently, we weren't willing to let Gomez leave. I don't know exactly, but it does show how highly Adnislot must rate Joe Gomez. He didn't want to let him. He didn't want to let him. He didn't want to let him leave on loan, maybe on a permanent, because AC Milan were pretty advanced. They had agreed personal terms and everything, but I don't think Slot was willing to let him go on loan, and that's what would have happened with Crystal Palace. No depth in defense. Not enough depth in defense, that's for sure. Not enough depth in defense. But I just want to see if there's any news on. Damn, guys, this is from Alex Crook, who is a reliable journalist. Says sources close to Mark Guehi said Oliver Glasner threatened to walk away if Guehi left. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Crazy, crazy. It was Oliver Glasner's stance of not wanting to lose Mark Guehi that saw Steve Parish pull the deal at the 11th hour. Two sides to every story. Let's see what Parish has to say. Liverpool still look incredible after an amazing summer. Announcement at 9 for our 9. I hope so. I hope so, dear Leora. I'm still in Iceland, but I go back to France tomorrow, so you guys will see the OG background from tomorrow. Thank God we got Leone. I agree. Thank God we got Leone. That's why they rejected a 65 million bid. Isn't Glasner leaving next year? So basically, Isak threw his choice out to join Liverpool, and then when Guehi looked to join Liverpool, Glasner threw his choice out to keep him at Palace. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. You guys think it's going to be a 9 p.m. announcement? You think it's going to be a 9 p.m. announcement? You think it's going to be in 6 minutes? Leo, will you do a watch along for any international games? Mustafa, let me have a look. I really want to do it for the French one because I want to see Ekitike's debut for France. But let me see who France plays against this international break. Okay, guys, 5th of September. Guys, I promise you, for those of you that want to put it in your calendars already, next Tuesday, September 9th, I'm doing a watch along. 1,000%. Because France plays against Iceland. And Ekitike might play in that game. So guys, next Tuesday, for those of you that are around, I will do a watch along for France Iceland. My two nationalities. I don't know who I'm going to support for that one, but I think I'm going to support Iceland because I want the underdog story. I want Isak to score a hat trick and Iceland to win 4-3. That's the dream scenario. Ekitike is in the French squad. He just got added yesterday because Ryan Cherki had to be pulled out. He picked up an injury. He's going to be out for 2 months, Ryan Cherki. And Hugo Ekitike got put in the squad in his place. So he's going to make his debut for the French national team, which I can't wait to see. The Leo Derby, France against Iceland. Yeah, you guys have to tune in, guys, next Tuesday night. Leo, who do you prefer between our two right backs, Bradley or Frimpong? That's too hard to choose, bro. That's too hard to choose. Yo, Tommy, nice to see you. I'm doing well. I'm just a bit gutted after this, but from tomorrow on, I'm not going to be gutted at all anymore because I'm going to remember how insane of a transfer window we've had. I'll put it in the calendar. Let's go, Patrick. It's going to be so much fun. I think the kickoff time is at 7:45 UK time. Let me look. Yeah, it's at 7:45 p.m. UK time. Love it, Flo. I actually met Jaden Dans and Trey and Yoni too when I went to the Girona game. I'm a Spurs fan. What do you think of our transfer window? Very good transfer window from Spurs as well. Top transfer window. I think Xavi Simons could be one of the signings of the summer. Personally, I'm a bit of a Szoboszlai guy. Yeah, guys, can we even always say Connor Bradley or Jeremy Frimpong? At this stage, I think we're gonna have to mention Szoboszlai every time for the right back shouts because he's just been that outstanding in the last 2 games where he started at right back. He's been that outstanding. Guys, we could actually get the announcement in 4 minutes. I'm not going to end the live. If the announcement is not at 9 p.m. UK time, then it's going to be the end of the live. But if we get the announcement of Alexander Isak, then we can react to it together. Let's see. It could be in just a few minutes. Let's wait and see. I'm so happy we got Isak, says Bapat. But I feel very, very sad for Ekitike and Chiesa as their game time is going to be directly affected. We'll see. We'll see. I think all of these players will get... I think Chiesa will get less playing time, but I think our main 4 attackers, I would say senior attackers, are Mohamed Salah, Alexander Isak, Ugo Ekitike, and Cody Gakpo. Those 4, trust me, will get a lot of minutes this season. A lot of minutes. Just like last season, quite a few of our attackers still managed to get a lot of playing time. What about Isak? Bro, I said if it's at 9 p.m., then we continue with the live. If not, I'm going to have to go because I'm already very late for dinner. I'm very late for dinner right now, guys. Unfortunately. This is mad. I know, iconic. It's been such a drama-filled transfer window. Let's see, guys. We got 2 minutes. Guys, we got 2 minutes. Refreshing Liverpool page. Exclusive Nottingham Forest working to sign Zinchenko from Arsenal before the window shuts. Has it not already shut? What's going on? Why is David Ornstein still putting out transfer news now? What is this? Guys, what's going on? Guys, what's going on? Leo, you like Icelandic food more or French? I love Icelandic food, but there's more variety in French food, so I would have to say French food. But if it's just the basic things, for me, Iceland is the best because the fish here is just unbelievable. I just love the fish, but overall, definitely France because there's so much variety of food in France. All right, guys, it's 9 p.m. Let's refresh. Are we going to get this at 9 p.m.? Let's see. Let's see if we're going to get to react to Isak together. Let's refresh the Liverpool page. Let's refresh the Liverpool page together. Is it going to be announced tonight or is it going to be tomorrow morning? Let's see. Let's Let's see. Let's see. So Palace are holding bro hostage. No, I think we'll eventually get him. From YouTube to TikTok. Yes. Guys, let's keep refreshing. Are we going to get Isak? Nothing happened? I guess not. Let's see. It's 9:01. Damn, guys, it looks like we're not gonna get it. Damn, guys, it looks like we're not gonna get it. You think it's gonna be tomorrow? Guys, spam in the building what you think's gonna happen. Do you think somehow it's still gonna be tonight, or do you think the announcement will be tomorrow? What are we saying, guys? Because it's now past 9 p.m. in the UK. It's past 9 p.m. What do you guys think? What do you think for Alexander Isak? When do you think the announcement will be? It's going to be tomorrow morning? Poll it? Okay, let me check. Let me see what you guys are saying. Guys, the previous poll, by the way. Let me tell you the previous poll. Over almost 2,000 of you guys voted, guys. Almost 2,000 of you guys voted. When do you think we get Guehi? 48% said January. 34% summer for free. And 18% said he won't come. So you guys are still confident he will come in the end. When will Isak get announced? Tonight or tomorrow? Nah, not in a half hour, bro. They need to get it on in a clean moment. In a clean moment, I think. I did see the Isak leaked. I saw that. I saw that. I'll be back. Guys, I still have hope. How is it possible? Wait, guys, what are you spamming right now? Who is trolling? Guys, stop with the trolls in the building. What is this? Everybody is... Guys, you gave me a heart attack coming back. You guys are actually the worst. Everybody is spamming that the Isak deal is off. You guys are terrible with your trolling. You guys already went through one heart attack moment through Stress FC. You think Liverpool will beat Galatasaray? Bro, that's going to be such a tough one. And now you guys are giving me a heart attack coming back. The chat is trolling with me here. Everybody is saying that Isak is off. Nah, Patrick, I'm not happy with your master plan. I am not freaking happy with your master plan. You guys actually stressing me out. I cannot believe I come back A minute later, and everybody is saying Isak it. Nah, bro, you actually, my heart jumped there. The PTSD. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait for this transfer window to just be finally shut. The level of stress, that is not genius. I'm not happy with you guys right now. Isak is just off to international duty. That's it. You guys are terrible. You're playing with my PTSD here. You guys are actually terrible. I cannot believe you. Isak off, no way Fabrizio. You guys are actually terrible. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. All of you guys in the building were in on this together? No, Go12 had a heart attack too. Did you just come in the building when everybody was trying to troll? Nah, bro, you guys are terrible. Honestly. You had me refreshing my phone because I still have the notifications on. And you gave me a heart attack. It's a joke, Leo. We don't want to kill you. Okay, chill out. You guys, chill out. But yeah, honestly, it's not looking good. Let's see. Over 500 of you guys have voted on the new poll that we put out. A new poll. I asked you guys, when do you think Alexander Isak will get announced? Either tonight or tomorrow. And right now, after 580 votes, it is exactly 50-50. That's crazy. It's exactly 50-50 after 600 votes. If I could vote, I would say tomorrow. Because at this stage, it's 9:07 p.m. now. It's late, you guys. It's really late. So I'm not so sure it's happening tonight. The announcement, I'm saying, not the deal, okay? Don't be doing that. Now I see it's 51%. Kaztube, thank you very much for the super chat. Who says silver lining is we still have Gomez. Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy we still got Joey G. Leo, are you okay? I'm okay, yeah, I'm okay. Just about. Could Ekitike play the Verts role behind Isak? I don't think so. I think he's much better further forward. But yeah, I don't think so. Delior. I think either striker or left wing. And you never know, maybe during AFCON right wing a bit, because apparently he is such a versatile attacker, but we'll see. We got everyone in on it. Patrick, you're terrible. You're terrible, because I trust you too. Terrible, terrible. Guys, could it be announced at 9:09 p.m. UK time? We got a minute to find out. We got a minute to find out, guys. It could be in a minute's time. Because he's our new number 9, it would be pretty cool to announce it at 9:09 p.m. That would be pretty cool. But is it going to happen? I'm not so sure. Thomas says Liverpool aren't missing out on Guehi. Guehi is possibly missing his chance to play for Liverpool. Because if Leone shines and another prospect emerges, Guehi will be forgotten. I don't think so, Thomas. I think we rate Guehi so highly that we see him potentially as a long-term replacement for Virgil van Dijk because he plays left centre-back for Crystal Palace. So I think he could play left centre-back for us once Virgil retires or goes to Saudi. It's 9:09 p.m. Okay, I'm going to refresh. Let's see. Guys, let's refresh. Let's refresh. Announcement is at... Nah, bro, come on, don't even. But I'm telling you, there's no way they announce it at like 10 p.m. UK time. That's just way too late. There's no way it's that late. Bro, I don't know where this announcement is. It's still 9:09 p.m. It's been announced? Oh, you guys are terrible. I got a notification, but it's not for this. You guys are terrible. But yeah, guys, now that we do know what all the business has been done, though, it'll be announced in the morning, says Patrick. I'm sure of it. I'm pretty confident of it, too. Guys, I want everybody spamming in the building. Everybody spamming in the building. What do you still rate this window out of 10? Now that it has shut. Because in terms of incomings, what are we saying, guys? I personally think it's still a 10 out of 10. I'm still giving it a 10 out of 10. 9, 10, 10. 9.9. Come on, guys. What do we need to have a 10? By the way, breaking exclusive. Nottingham Forest find last minute agreement with Arsenal to get Zinchenko on loan. Straight loan. 9.99 out of 10. Easy 10 out of 10. For me, it's a straight 10 out of 10. It has to be, guys. Surely it has to be. It's still such a W window. Surely. Leo, is Isak coming? Yes, he's already come. It's just now we're waiting for the official announcement. How are you rating our business out of 10? I see most of you guys are saying 10 out of 10. Leo, the Isak deal will be announced at 999. Nah, bro, stop trolling now. Stop this. Stop this. It's still... It's getting a... Nah, bro, we can't. I think it's going to be in the morning. 1,000 of you guys have voted, and it is very split right now. It is very split. It is very, very split. Yeah, the Guehi, it's 100% off, you guys. 100% off. Off the table. Hughes. Richard Hughes. Will Galatasaray beat Liverpool? We'll have to wait and see. I'm so excited. What did I want to send him? Oh. I'm still giving it. Attends, j'arrive. We says a Newcastle player. Bro, they did really well in who they replaced. So excited for Madrid and City in 1 week, man. It's going to be incredible. I know. I'm so excited for that too. Damn, first day back tomorrow. Why can't I just not have to study and edit Leo's goals clips all day? Patrick, hopefully that's going to be a reality soon. Hopefully. Because you've been smashing it with your clips, bro. Smashing it. Leo, I'm a massive Harvey Elliott supporter. How do you feel about the fact that he's leaving? Lewis, I'm devastated. I'm devastated because he's one of those players you could tell he's like all of us fans where he's so passionate about Liverpool Football Club. But the reality is I'm also so happy for him because he would have never gotten the playing time he needed at Liverpool. Whereas at Villa, I think he'll be a starter. And if he shines there, he could be in the England squad for the World Cup, which is his big dream. So I'm so happy for him, but I'm unhappy about the deal. Because like I was saying before, A, I don't think £35 million is enough money for his level of talent. And B, I don't like that we didn't have a buyback clause inserted in the deal. I'm really not happy about that. So, yeah. Yes, Patrick, you're doing so well over there. Paolo, shout out to you in the building. Anyways, I'm in Reims now. Sonny, are you just doing a French tour right now? About Konate, is it a serious injury? No. He arrived for French international duty. So he's literally able to play for the French national team. It's not serious at all, Delior. He's not injured. I don't know yet, Patrick. Leftovers. I guess some leftovers because since I'm leaving tomorrow back for France, I don't wanna waste the food that's left over here. Basically, you saw the post on YouTube. Do I think Alexander Isak will become a legend? I think so. You gotta back your players. I do think so. I know. And just rest. For the trolls, my bad. Nah, you guys did well there. You guys did well. No, Sonny, are you leaving France tomorrow? Are you leaving tomorrow? I prefer Wisa over Isak. Come on, don't even. You're definitely a Newcastle fan. Bro, you're definitely a Newcastle fan. Tu viens où de France? Paris. Pas très original. Let me speak. I have all the done deals. Sunderland got from Ajax. Ooh. Patrick, they made big moves this summer. I really think Sunderland will stay up. They already got 2 wins from 3, right? 2 wins from 3. I think Sunderland right now, Sunderland are in 6th place right now. They're in 6th. Plus 2 goal difference with 2 wins from 3. It's a very good start for them. And I think given the support they get at home, I think that's going to get them over the line to stay in the league, which I think is great. Really great news. But anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of this live. I thought maybe we would get the Alexander Isak announcement, but unfortunately it didn't end up happening tonight. So I think tomorrow morning we'll get it. And unfortunately, the Mark Guehi deal collapsed, but I'm still giving this window a 10 out of 10. So I think we can still, take a step back from the frustration of Guehi falling through and just have perspective on the entire window and feel real positive because there's so much to look forward to. And we're going to get the Isak announcement very, very soon. So you best believe we're going to be hyped. Really, really hyped. But yeah, guys, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your night. And I will see you guys very, very soon next time in the OG background. And thank you guys for the support as always. You'll never walk alone, guys. Layal, thank you very much for the kind words. I will see you guys very, very soon. Take care, guys. You'll never walk alone. I'll see you.